I just got rejected. I've been having a really hard time balancing everything. I just had an important coffee chat with a major firm.
If I were interviewing you, I would give you the job.
I literally just asked ChatGPT. I was like, if I don't get an invite, does that mean I'm screwed? Self-discipline without love is self-punishment. I'm just a little less happy every day. I want to make this video more like a documentary style, so I'm just gonna dump my current thoughts right now. I literally just turned 25 a couple days ago, and I had a little bit of a crash out. Growing up, I've always been that type of girl that's like, oh, I want to try everything, and I'll just dabble my feet into certain things. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then I could quickly just like take it out and be like, oh, I never really wanted it anyway. So that's kind of the case with me in consulting. Going into my MBA program, grad school, there are a lot of really qualified people. I feel like I've always been that kid that's like a little bit good at everything, but not great at anything. I don't want to be that person anymore. Hey guys, I just had a coffee chat. One thing I don't really understand is the whole networking culture in the US. It's not just the US, but just in general, like especially for jobs like consulting or banking. You basically just have to be super high touch in order to get a job. It's a bit loud. My train broke down in the middle of my commute, so I'm currently 20 minutes late to this event for recruiting. Oh my god, 20 minutes late to a corporate event is so bad. Hi! We're just done with so I'm doing like a documentary style of this whole recruiting process just for the loop. But I was crashing out because I was a little late. Hey guys, still surviving. I don't know what week we are. We're in the middle of October now, and we just had a fall break. I did nothing during break. I just had to rest because the schedules are so crazy. The worst feeling is like when you go into a corporate presentation and they're like, we don't sponsor internationals, or like, we don't even want to look at your application. Tomorrow, oh my god, I have a coffee chat at 10 a.m. and then I'm gonna have to run to school to take my stats midterm. And then I have a corporate presentation with another major consulting firm. And then I have a 2-on-1 casing, which is like a case interview prep. I love those. It's like a little puzzle. I have another corporate presentation at 4:30. My last one is at 7 p.m. So I basically end at 9 roughly. Anyways, we're just gonna log in and we're gonna lock in and we're gonna be so happy. I just had a coffee chat now I'm running late to my exam. I just had an important coffee chat with a major firm. Spilled my coffee because I have a stats exam midterm. I have to be there, but I'm 2 minutes late. Oh my god. I've been having a really hard time balancing everything. So many hours. Hi guys. I had a full day with exams and then I have to go straight into like a casing prep. I was so nervous for it, but I think I did pretty good, and I feel really lucky because afterwards she actually sent me an email saying that, hey, like you did such a great job, I would love to link you with a colleague from. That was a moment where like I kind of feel like all of this is going somewhere. For the first time, I feel like my personality might be a disadvantage because I just don't like being told what to do. So all my friends are getting these invites. I literally just asked ChatGPT. I was like, if I don't get an invite, does that mean I'm screwed? So I feel like I was just doing so poorly until today. I noticed that like hard work really does pay off, and being good at something really does make a difference. So that made me really happy. But I don't know why there's this like overwhelming sadness right now. I can't explain it. The reason why I got home so late is that after the presentation, I was talking to another friend of mine. He is not recruiting for anything, and he was like, hey, when you came into the program, I was so excited for you because you seem like you have a very entrepreneurial edge to you, and you have your platform. You're so good at going viral, and you know everything about marketing, and there's so much potential. These days I just haven't have the time to vlog, record my life, and just be more positive. I think a lot of this has been really like pressuring and, you know, putting my head down and just working, and there's less spark in me a little bit, and I don't want to lose that. So I don't know if corporate America is really built for me, but we're gonna find out once we kind of go through it. Just finished with another recruiting event. It is currently 9 p.m. and I'm going into my locker so I can get changed back to my day-to-day fit, but I'm so tired right now. A little update, guys. I don't know, I feel less like myself these days. I'm just a little less happy every day. Like, I'll come home after a long day and I'll feel very drained. Like, there's just so much comparison going on with me and other people, and I don't like that. So I have an event tonight, but there's also like a recruiting event, so I have to pick between the influencer event and the recruiting event. I'll talk to you later. Last night I had an event. It was like a short form award ceremony, and it's so weird because I feel like now I have to go back to reality and get ready for my 10 a.m. statistics class. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am the type of person who dwell on my regrets a lot, and I think recently, because of the whole recruiting thing, in theory it's what I wanted to do, but deep down, like realistically, me as a person, I care way more about entrepreneurship than anything else. And I think the biggest thing that I wish I did more so is to explore my options and think more deeply when I go into business school. The reason why I want to get into consulting, I'm gonna be real with you guys, is to prove to people that I'm competent. I got some groceries, but I've been on campus for like 12 hours. I'm actually so dead inside and I really don't want to do anything today. I don't know why I didn't order takeout, but I can't live my old lifestyle. What I'm trying to say is that in the past, I really enjoyed grocery shopping, but I think I'm losing a lot of myself, like who I am as a person by core. I really want to call someone right now, but I have nobody to call, and I also don't want to trauma dump people, so I'm just going to talk to the camera. I'm just going to show you the grocery that I bought because those are one of the things that make me happy. I bought my favorite granola. There's nothing Dubai chocolate can't fix. I've been getting pretty bad grades because I have to juggle everything. And then the second thing is recruiting. Stressful, and it makes me feel like I don't have time, I don't have energy. Alright guys, I'm so grateful to have siblings because I was having the biggest crash out today about recruiting, and I really don't think I can do it anymore. And then my siblings are just there to remind me, because I had a long ass call with my sister and she was like, I know you've always been able to do stuff like this, and the things you're dealing with right now is just one way to, you know, up your level as a person, as an individual. You always like challenges and that's why you're doing these things. But overall, like, it's just so much more truthful and helpful and real. Like it touches me because it's not just a person who barely knows me trying to give me like advice or try to comfort me. It feels very real. So that was very great for me just then. I felt it. I don't want to go to school.
It's the organization anyway, so this is fine for you.
Providing something like a cider. Mentioned Upper West Side. Is that the only location? I wanted to take my brain off of consulting for a second, so I decided to edit my videos during like my break. And that did something to my brain. When I was editing my video, my brain was lighting up and I was so happy. And then I realized this is definitely where my calling is at. And that's why I'm recording all of this, because I want to look back and be like, okay, Coco, I'm glad. This is like an important phase of your life where you're growing a lot as a person. Also, I was so crushed after my like last presentation, like at 9 p.m. And I was with a friend. We were just like literally complaining about how tired we are, and then I ran into a follower, a subscriber. I hope he's watching this video. He saw me. He was like, "Oh my god, are you Coco?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "Can I take a photo?" We got a photo, and he was super sweet about it. It just reminded me of the things that I have been doing and building in my life, and that things that do get me excited. But I'm happier. I'm definitely happier. I'm so much happier. I'm on my way to a event. And it's literally like Friday, super early, and I had to run out of my house. I just came back from an event and I found one of these study rooms. I'm just gonna chill here because I have a casing soon and I'm gonna study for it. It's kind of frustrating, but I also have a Zoom call right before that. So my day's quite packed and it's only Friday. And the weather is so nice. I was in Soho just before this. Like, I got off the train in Soho, had a little walk, and I was like, I miss those days where I'm just living life instead of hustling for something. It's really different than like hustling for my own content or my own business. This feels like a very soulless kind of hustling, which I'm not a fan of. Who knows, like maybe I do get the job at the end and that's just gonna be my entire life, but I don't know if that's what I want. So interesting. So I want to document that. I want to document how I feel right now. I wouldn't be too upset if I don't get anything, honestly. Very honestly. I just bombed my first case. This is the worst I've ever done on a case. I cannot believe it. I don't know what it is, but it's really killing my morale for consulting. And I don't know what happened in between then and now, but every other case, I genuinely feel like I either aced it or I did a decent job, and I've been getting really good feedback. But for this particular case, I literally just crashed out. I don't know if it's because the person that I was casing with influenced me in some way. Like I felt really anxious in that room and I was overheating. I hate the feeling of incompetence, and it's really discouraging that at this point we're at like late October, like applications are opening up, about to end, you know, like this is like the pretty much at the end of the season. I don't know why I bombed that case, like just did such a bad job, and it's very discouraging. So let's make some food and keep yapping. You know, I'm the type of person who believes in fate to a certain extent. Like I like to see what the universe can show me. I was listening to a podcast on the way home because I was so sad about the case, and then I came across this quote by Picasso. The quote is about how our purpose in life is to find what we're good at, but it's about how we practice it and what we do and the impact that we make that really matters. Like, what are you gonna do about your talent? Are you gonna use it and work as a minion in a big corporation and make PowerPoint slides? Or are you gonna actually do something about your unique talent? So recently I've been thinking like maybe I do need to leverage that more and lean into it as opposed to trying to follow the pipeline. Like my competitive advantage is not being better than everyone else. It's being unique, being different, and having opinions and thoughts and creativity. Hey guys, I have a coffee chat right now. It's virtual. And honestly, I don't really like coffee chats. How are you?
Nice meeting you as well. Good, good.
Day's been good. How was yours? Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Like coffee chats or socializing is one of my strengths, I would say. Like I'm a people person, I love having conversations, but I absolutely bombed that coffee chat because certain coffee chats are a lot more chill where you're just there to ask questions, but certain coffee chats are literally just informal interviews and they ask you a lot of questions. So in this coffee chat, I really just wanted to know more about what she does, but she was like, why do you want to work here? And I didn't really have a great answer for it. I'm really grateful. She's really lovely for being honest with me and telling me the best procedures and what I should say and what I should know. And I was definitely nervous for this. This is so humbling. I don't know, man. My morale is so low. My confidence level is on the floor. This is not for me. I have a freaking podcast and I talk to millions and millions of people every single day. I talk to a camera. Well, but why am I so bad at a freaking coffee chat? It's more so the fact that I'm just not built for this. And that's a little more comforting than knowing that I'm just a loser. I just had another coffee chat. I think I'm getting a little bit better at chatting with people, but I'm still a little bit stressed. Hey guys, it's that time of the month. Oh yeah. But I'm overthinking this whole situation right now with recruiting or anything actually. I don't know what the purpose is. I don't know what I'm doing. I used to have this spark in me. I used to feel like I'm so different, but now I feel like an NPC. Like there's a part of me that's wanting to give up already because I just don't like this corporate lifestyle. Everybody will like you for who you are and admire the traits that you have until you guys are in competition with each other. I just hope I don't cry again, you know what I'm saying? Potential figures we have and seeing if there's opportunities there. I think we should get the new total. 22.5 plus 4.5, we're gonna get 27.
Client considering two options.
You know, very simply, I would separate that into fixed cost and variable cost.
That was very strong. You know, the math can always be a little bit sharper and you'll get there with more repetitions. If I were interviewing you, I would give you the job.
Hey guys, I don't know, I'm in this room by myself. Just wanted to update you guys because I feel like life is getting a little bit better. Like I feel like I'm figuring my life out now and it's great. Another day staying on campus until it's pitch black, dark outside, but daylight savings is really making this difficult. It's like what, 5:30? Had my last office hour coffee chat situation going on. It's over. I think now we just gotta wait. It's either they like me or they don't. I just got home, guys. I just had my last consulting boot camp and we're done. And I actually participated a lot today because I'm like, you know, it's the last day, whatever. And I was like, wow, I've came a long way. Like I went from having zero interest, knowing zero things to like having a lot of fun, being super confident, and like raising my hand to answer questions and all that. And now I'm just gonna have to wait. I already uploaded my application for the big firms, and we're just gonna wait. And honestly, if I do get an interview, I feel like it's gonna be more fun because at least I get to experience the whole thing. And guys, look, I've been breaking out. I haven't been breaking out in so long, but I suddenly started breaking out. And I think majority of this goes to just me being stressed about this process. Like, I'm literally just lying on my couch with like everything. So I'm just gonna get unready and kind of chill. Hey guys, I'm getting my makeup done for this online assessment for some of these consulting firms, and it's basically like an IQ test almost, but there's like different areas that they will assess you on. But I have this weird thing where like if I don't get ready to do something, it makes me feel like I'm at home, I'm slacking off. So I would rather just like put in my best front. I'm just really pushing myself through this process now. It feels more like a chore if I were to be honest. All right guys, this is me in my final form, about to take the quiz. But wish me luck guys. I will update you guys on how it goes afterwards. All right, trigger warning guys. Let me explain what is about to happen. I'm about to do my McKinsey Solve, which is like the online assessment that McKinsey has. It's really like complex. There are a bunch of games. I went to Target to go buy like a mouse. I had an hour before my assessment time, but the shop assistant was giving me a really hard time, and she just kept dragging things on. She's like, oh, I don't have this. Oh, wait. And I was like, actually, you know what? I'm running out of time. I don't need this. I can go. And she's like, no, I got you. But like, I don't know if she's doing this on purpose, but my mental health is super unstable at that point. And honestly, in hindsight, I'm like, am I crazy? But I really crashed out. Like, I was feeling so much stress, and I just don't know what was going on in my head. So I crashed out. This is me crashing out. Alright guys, I forgot to update you guys. So for the past weekend, I've been preparing myself for these assessments. So I just did the Bain one first, and then the McKinsey Solve, which I crashed out about, and now I'm doing the BCG one. I did the first like portion of it this morning. It was pretty easy. It was just like behaviorals and then like 8 logic questions. I love logic questions, like the pattern recognition stuff. I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna spend the next few hours. Like I watched this guy on YouTube. He's really helpful. Like these YouTube videos have been very, very helpful in prepping me for what the format of these assessments is gonna be like. But for the most part, these assessments still caught me like a lot of surprises because of the time pressure and all that. Yeah, we're just gonna watch this video and try our best because it's not easy. Cool. Okay, anyways, I'm yapping. Bye. It's done. I don't know, I'm like pumped. And also I dressed up for this assessment because I have to do like a final recommendation. I don't know, like I definitely didn't do as well as I wanted to. And I've definitely done better cases, and this is definitely just like a very low bar for me. But it's over. So guys, I am a little bit like upset. I don't know why I'm upset. I'm just not happy. I don't feel great. I don't feel content. I feel like there's something missing in me. All right, guys, we have to stop comparing ourselves because people around me are all getting invited by these firms to do like invite-only dinners, so fancy, posting on their story, flexing. And then I forgot, oh my gosh, I'm a bad bitch. These brands are trying to invite me to events and premieres and different stuff. So Bacardi is actually inviting me to go to this little social cocktail making event. Forgot about that. I've been pushing all my like social media events on the side. All right guys, I am done with the look. This is like the top. I think I look pretty slay, and I'm gonna wear this cologne that my sister got for me. Whee! Okay, I feel pretty and I feel happy. I think sometimes you just gotta put on something that, should I wear my whoop still? Whatever. This is my look today. Alright, I want to do a little update here. Recently I had catch up with a bunch of people outside of my program, and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with people within my program, but catching up with people outside of the program reminded me of my purpose and who I am as a person. Innately, I feel like it's really easy to get distracted when you're faced with new ideas, new environments, and people with different kind of motivation, which is fine, but it doesn't align with mine. And I somehow try to convince myself that this is what I want, which is just funny at this point because it's so far away from the lifestyle and everything that I'm expecting in my life. I saw this really good quote and it says, self-discipline without love is self-punishment. And the reason why I'm filming this as part of the documentary is because, bro, like I've been pushing myself to do this thing that I don't care about. I know I have the discipline and I'm beating myself up day after day. Like some days I just want to cry. And I'm like, oh, why am I such a lazy piece of shit? Everybody is like putting in so much effort with coffee chats and case interviews and training and preparing, and I just don't want to do it. Why am I so lazy? Bro, you're not lazy. You do so many things in a day. Like I've been posting content every single day and I was never lazy. I wake up early, but I don't know, for the longest time I've believed the fact that I am lazy, and it scares me. Like this is what sometimes life could feel like if you go down the wrong route. You might spend your whole entire life believing that you're just not a good enough person, but you are. Recruiting for consulting got me into the habit of eating frozen meals. You know what the scariest thing is? Failing out loud. Like other people seeing you fail. Like if I just fail in private and that's fine. But the reason why I don't want to do anything is because I fear failing. I fear it. And then recruiting wraps up and finals come along the corner. I don't know why. I got the worst period cramp of my entire life. I went to the hospital. I was physically unwell, and I think it's because a lot of the stress that's been building up over time and the cortisol level. So I was in the hospital. I came home. I rested for 3 days. I had to retake my exam, and I tried to study for everything, hopefully to get things on time. But mentally and physically, I was super unwell, and I already have a feeling that none of this recruiting stuff is going to work out for me. 2 weeks later, I started hearing back from these firms and had like a mini crash out. So I just got rejected from every single company that I applied to. Rejection is just not a great feeling, but it's also like a pivotal point for people, like in a wake-up call. But you know, it's hard to accept certain rejections when you're being compared to other people and it's like a very immediate reflection of your worth. It's just not a great feeling, but for some reason it's also like a little relief for me. I don't know. Bye. And then I went back to New Zealand to spend time with my family, and it is currently 2026. I feel a lot better now. I'm glad I documented everything because editing this video is very humbling. I'm like, wow, I can't even recognize the person in these footages. And yeah, I'm just really happy right now to be sitting here and to get my spark back in editing videos and creating these kind of things. And I really want to make sure that someone can feel heard and resonate with whatever I just made. This is the end of the video. I still don't really know what's gonna happen with my life, to be honest. It's not because I'm not resilient, it's not because I'm not disciplined, as I mentioned earlier in this vlog. I think it's just not my calling, and I'm glad I went through this. And the reason why I wanted to show all of this vulnerability and like turn this into a video is also because I know a lot of people are going through this right now, and even though the new year already passed, this is still like an ongoing pressure that people have in their lives, and it's almost impossible to not have it on your mind and to not internalize the rejections. But no matter what time you see this video, I want you to know that this is not the end of your life. This is not it. You can always re-recruit, or you can always explore a new path. And at the end of the tunnel, there's going to be something great for you regardless. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Follow me for more.